Welcome back to the talk tonight. This week we're sitting down with each of the three candidates vying for a spot on the Democratic side of the general election come November, the race for mayor. We had Pat Hogan here last night. Tonight we have Mayor Stephanie Miner, and Alfonso Davis will join us tomorrow night. So touch base with all three. It was a pleasure to talk with Councilor Hogan last night. The mayor's here tonight, and welcome. Glad to have you here.
Thank you.
Right off the bat, yesterday Pat Hogan said to us when Megan asked, "What would you do on your first day of office?" He said, "I'd reopen the Ida Benderson Center and Fire Station 7 because he had made promises to people." Does that sound like good governance to you?
Well, I think the reality is that both of my opponents have made millions of dollars of promises, but yet haven't said how they would pay for those promises. Between the Ida Benderson Center and Station 7, we're saving over $2 million a year. When our pension bills go up and our health care bills go up in double digits, being a mayor means that you have to make those tough choices and you have to tell people about that. And there are costs and benefits to every decision. We've had great things happen in the city in the past 4 years, record economic development, say yes to education, innovative policies, cooperation with the county. But we've been able to do that because we've been able to say, look, we have to make these hard decisions in order to move the city forward. And part of doing that is being fiscally responsible and leveling with people that we can't have everything that we want.
Looking back over the last 4 years, what are you most proud of?
I'm proud of a lot of things. We've seen more cranes in the air, more economic development. We had a presidential visit come to a city high school to talk about say yes to education and college preparation. We've had tremendous good news coming in through all of our neighborhoods and all of the growth that we've had. So 4 years ago when I ran, people would say to me repeatedly, the city's dying, nothing's happening, the best times are behind us. People don't think that anymore. They think that good things are happening and they want to keep us moving in that direction, even though they recognize, and I've been very open and honest about the fact that there are really tough challenges that face us in the future.
And on the other side of that, biggest mistake, do you have one of your last 4 years?
I've been asked that a great deal, and part of what is so rewarding about being mayor of the city of Syracuse is that every day is extraordinarily challenging. So every day you get to get up and say, I'm going to do the best job I can today. And I know more now than I knew 4 years ago. But every day we have made decisions to move the city of Syracuse forward. And at some points I wish that maybe I had more information, but you are constantly in this battle of more information or less time. And I really felt a need to get the city moving.
But there's not a specific decision that you can look back and say, maybe I would have done that differently?
None that comes to mind. But I'm also a person that I don't look backwards a lot. I like to look forward and say we got to keep moving forward and keep making sure that we pursue progress. Because the more you look backwards, I think you lose precious time.
Looking forward, you've done some consolidation with the county. Do you see a day where Syracuse and Onondaga County could be one metropolitan government, reaching out to the Onondaga County's borders?
Well, the county executive and I have had a really productive partnership, and I think you've seen more shared services and more consolidation under our two administrations than has ever happened before. We talk regularly, daily, sometimes weekly, and where there's opportunities that serve our overall community, we're going to continue to explore that. So I think that there are opportunities, but it isn't as easy as just saying, yeah, we can do it like that.
Right.
And whether you're talking about school districts or police forces or fire departments, we are starting off an airport authority, and we are moving city employees at the airport over into the airport authority. And that has taken a great deal of time. A lot of questions need to be answered. A lot of research needs to be done. So it is a lot more laborious than people think. But as I've said, the county executive and I have made great strides in that. We'll continue to do it. And you've seen it benefit the people of all of Central New York, not just Onondaga County, not just the city of Syracuse, but all of Central New York.
When you talk about looking forward, looking ahead to the next several days, getting out the vote is going to be a big part of what you do, having conversations with people, encouraging them to come to the polls. And we know that traditionally primaries have very low voter turnout. To what extent is that voter turnout going to be really pivotal for you in terms of maintaining your role as the Democratic candidate here?
Well, it all has to happen on Tuesday when people vote. And you're right, turnout is always low on primaries, and particularly upstate because the polls open at noon, not at 9. So people aren't used to that, and because it's in September, people are just coming back from vacation. So we're going to be doing all that we can to get the word out and continuing to do that. But it's a civic responsibility, and I urge everyone who is a registered Democrat in the city of Syracuse to go out and be an American and express your interest in the city of Syracuse.
We have more to come with Mayor Miner in our next segment. Right after this break, our talk continues.